What is up, guys? It's your boy Chicken Senpai, and today we are going to be reacting to cringy things people say to Dolan True Stories. So let's get right into it. And before we do this, be sure to subscribe, like, comment if you're new, subscribe, like if you're new, comment if you're new, and yeah. Okay, let's get right into it. Wait, fucking hell. Okay.
Dolan.
Alright.
From awkward incest jokes to teachers trying to use slang, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts more of the best true stories from our subreddit about the cringiest things ever said to us. My name is Nixium, and today I will be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by I. Carlson, 2021. When Zaragamba was in high school, he and some students had to go and talk to some 8th graders about what high school would be like. When they said everything they had to say, they decided to open it up for questions. One boy shot his hand up, so Zaragamba picked him. The boy stood up, he cleared his throat, and then he asked with a straight face if the memes were danker in high school. The 50 students present went into an uproar from all the cringe. It took the teacher almost 10 minutes to calm them all down. Number 9 was submitted by Guitar Love 6437. A couple of years ago, Emoji dated a Native American guy named A. One day, she was telling her aunt about him and noticed her aunt kept referring to him as Indian. Emoji kept correcting her, saying A was Native American.
Okay.
Her aunt said she wasn't sure what kind of Indian she meant. Then, to demonstrate, she put her hand over her mouth and did a racist impression of a Native American cry, and then impersonated a convenience store worker like a poo from The Simpsons. Emoji cringed so hard and wished she wasn't related to this woman. Number 8 was submitted by I'm Rice Pudding, AMA. One day, Pandora saw her crush walking with some other girl. She went up to him, trying to sound cool, and asked, "Is that your boyfriend?" Her crush shook his head and said, "Nah, it's my cousin." Pandora's brain then shut down and she said, "You know, in some places, it's the same thing." Her crush and his cousin looked at Pandora like she had just crash-landed from Mars. Pandora wanted to smack herself for being so cringy. Number 7 was submitted by Chuck8907. Captain is an old fart who works with young people at Chick-fil-A. Now, one day, Captain was prepping the salads when he got into a conversation with one of his younger co-workers about musicians. They were getting along great, but when Captain mentioned the great Frank Sinatra, his co-workers
So far, there was only one that was really cringy.
said something that made him cringe. He said,
Cringe. Oh my god.
"Who's
that
Frank
word.
Sinatra?
I hate that word.
Is he a..."
I hate that word. Cringe. Wait, let me see if it. Cringe. This is cringe. Wait. That is cringe. No, that is cringe. That is what you call cringe. I'm
Rapper?
sorry. That is cringe.
Captain cried inside and lost all hope for future generations. Number 6 was submitted by Tony Abbott's dog, 666. One day, Hellbent was walking home from school when a black and green striped van came speeding up to him. It had a big marijuana leaf on the side of it with a message, "Don't vote, just tote." The van braked right next to Hellbent, and the driver rolled down the window. A woman in her 50s popped her head out and shouted, "Hey kid, ever seen the cocaine fairy?" Hellbent shook his head and the woman shouted, "Neither have I. Wait, I am the cocaine fairy." She then started throwing bags of flour at Hellbent, which exploded on the ground around him. The cocaine fairy then sped off, cackling while driving on the wrong side of the road. It was very confusing and cringy. Number 5 was submitted by Annie Fitzgerald. A couple of years ago, Ramona
Guys, I'm just being cringy, I guess.
was getting sexy for the first time with her boyfriend at the time. They had just finished their foreplay when he put his mouth right up against Ramona's ear and said, "You have the softest pubic hair I have ever felt." Ramona cringed and died a little on the inside. It totally killed the mood, and it took Ramona cringed. You have the softest pubic hair I have ever felt. Ramona cringed and died a little on the inside. It totally killed the mood, and it took everything she had not to laugh.
Guys, can you smell that? Can you smell that? It smells good. Are you hungry? I'm behind you. I'm not serious, guys. I'm really not serious.
Number 4 was submitted by John, the weird kid. One time, Honeybits was studying in the library when a guy came up to her with a big, creepy smile. She didn't know about it then, but he was about to unleash a cringe explosion that she would never forget. He looked her right in the eyes and he said, "Girl, I'm gonna treat you like my homework and do you all night long." When he didn't get a response, he dug deep and he said, I'm gonna treat you like my pinky toe and bang you against every piece of furniture in my house. Honeybits wasn't very impressed and politely told him to take his garbage lines elsewhere. Number 3 was submitted by Alina Tron. One time, Melissa. Hey Melissa, what's up? Anyway, one time.
Hey kids. Hey kids. Hey kids. How you doing? Dudes, how you doing, kids? Howdy y'all.
Time Melissa and her friends were playing Pokemon on the Nintendo DS's at school. Suddenly this weird kid came up to Melissa and asked if he could look at her Pokemon. Melissa handed him her DS and went on having a conversation with somebody else. When the weirdo gave back her DS, he had renamed each Pokemon in her party so that their names spelled something out. The message said, "Will you go out with me?" Melissa cringed so hard she nearly died. She had literally spoken to him only twice ever. And I mean, come on guys, there's no way the guy was as handsome as me, so it's not like he ever had a chance. Number 2 was submitted by Completely Abnormal. Ghost Host had this embarrassing English teacher who's very passionate about literature. One time he was going on a rant about a book the class was reading. A character had just sacrificed himself to save a woman and her family. Ghost Host's English teacher pretended to be totally shocked and said, "Oh my god! LOL! Winky face emoji!" This made the whole class facepalm hard. Ghost Host English teacher saw the class's reaction and said, "Oh yeah, my emoji game is A+." At that moment, Ghost Host died inside. And number 1 was submitted by me. One of the cringiest things that ever happened to me was I was in math class in high school, and I had this older guy as my teacher. Now, he was up at the board, and he was, showing how to do a problem, and he just stopped. Then he turned around and he just said, "Sorry guys, I just farted." And then he just went back to writing on the board as if nothing happened. It was so random and everybody just looked at each other going, "Ugh." It was so cringy. Like even looking back on it, it's like, ugh, the hell was that guy thinking? Alright, but anyway, a huge thanks to the folks over at our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their
So, what cringy moments have you guys been through? Because this video was just cringy, and the shit that I was doing was just cringy as. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, see you guys on the next video. Bye.